We are all born in magic. But time changes us, dimming the enchantment. Except for the magician. The magician remembers the freedom, the innocence, the wonderment. Magic brings back the child within us, the true master of our dreams. This is the power of all magic, to make dreams come true.
Some kind of box.
Boys,
Huh?
what are you doing?
Looking for something?
How do you do it?
Do what exactly?
Magic.
Come on, follow us.
What's in the box?
Something special.
Deep within us all, the child remains alive. Curiosity, adventure, fascination. These are the magician's tools to help us awaken, to remember.
Future for all of us.
For Siegfried and Roy, their memories, their stories, exist within the magic box. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? Siegfried and Roy are two men who have followed their unique individual dreams. They're entertainers who have performed live feats of magic for millions and millions of people.
With every performance, Roy and I are blessed to give back to you, our audience.
To take you on a journey of hope and dream.
But with each journey, there also comes the story. Siegfried Fischbacher, as a young boy in free post-World War II Germany, would often climb a mountain near his home to search within himself, finding the courage to dream of a better future.
The mountain was a spiritual escape for me, where the beauty of nature touched the heavens. My experiences atop the mountain inspired me to a lifetime of looking beyond the realities of nature, to a place of magic.
Uwe Ludwig Horn also dreamt of his freedom. The war had rendered his father unfit to care for his family. Fights were frequent, and there was seldom peace in the young boy's home.
I sought comfort in my wolf dog Hexe, my closest companion and fierce protector. Together we would look out across the cornfields to the ships in the distance, which for me represented a brighter world.
Roy's bond with Hexe was the beginning of his journey. He would seek in nature the magic he felt in his heart. For Siegfried, the stepping stone was a beautiful old book of magic that cast a spell on him. It was a book his parents refused to let him have. A book too expensive for him to afford.
Could it be a higher power rewards our true desires? I was determined to commit that old book to memory. A handkerchief, a coin, and a glass.
Siegfried's first performance would be before perhaps his toughest audience. His family, like Roy's, had been traumatized by the war. His father came back from the front a broken man, distanced from his loved ones. Siegfried wondered what his father saw in the fire. Amongst the fields and swamps of his rural homeland, Roy and his beloved Hexa were free to play and dream, creating their own world.
I always have found my greatest comfort in nature. But there always exists certain dangers.
That day in the swamp would be Roy's first lesson in both.
Within an instant, I couldn't pull my legs free.
Hexen!
I thought of the stories my mother had told me about people disappearing in the swamps, sucked into the earth. Hexe sensed my fears almost before I did. She ran off. I thought I might die. True magic begins with reverence for the circle of creation. The harmony between humankind, plant and animal, life and death. Once the farmer pulled me out, I knew that Hexe had saved my life. Somehow, the farmer had known what Hexe was trying to tell him. Animals have an emotional language that we can connect with when we are absolutely in the moment with them. This magic connection saved my life and became my life.
Like Roy, Siegfried's journey forced him to face his greatest fears.
I decided to show my father my first magic trick. Magic had broken the spell. For a moment, I saw within my father the wonder of the child.
How did you do that?
Magic would become my life, and in my heart, I felt its awesome power.
monstrous war that had gripped both their families, that had crushed their fathers, gave Siegfried and Roy a taste for freedom. The freedom that is necessary for anyone to master their own destiny. It was at the Bremen Zoo that Roy found himself enraptured by a new world. It was a world he sensed just behind the iron bars, a world free of them. His uncle was a sponsor at the zoo and arranged for Roy to spend as much time as he liked there. This was the first place Roy felt connected to a greater destiny.
Careful, Roy. It is a wild animal.
When I first met my Chico, a cheetah from the wilds of Somalia, it was as if the bars melted away. It was an instant connection, like so many things in my life that have been meant to be.
As the years passed, the zoo became Roy's home.
Hello, boy. How are you? Chico. Hey.
The day I entered Chico's den was a very special, magical experience.
Good boy.
I learned to take care of him. I scrubbed out his quarters. I fed him, and I brushed his coat. Over time, we got to know each other well enough that Chico would purr like a house cat when he was happy, and I would purr back. But I knew in his wild heart, he, like me, never really felt free. Eventually, Chico allowed me to put a collar and a leash on him, and I was able to take him for walks. How far we could go was, for me, never far enough. I felt something had to change.
For Siegfried, transformation lay down the road in the big city of Munich. He was determined to find a magic store there, where all the tricks of the trade were on display. Siegfried was on a mission, his resolve growing as he sought his way to the fabled store. Once there, he would plumb its secrets, and the magic world he yearned to master would open itself to him.
The store was full of magical promises. Everything I had dreamed of seemed to be there. I thought I was in heaven. But magic is not always a place easy to enter.
What is it you want to see?
Please. Can you show me how it works?
How much money do you have?
Oh,
This is only for professional magicians. So leave. I said this is only for professional magicians.
Roy's desire to strike out on his own, to finally be free, had at last driven him to sign on to an ocean liner. His parents were not there that day to wave him off, but Roy felt perhaps a little less alone than he might have. By fate, Siegfried had signed on to the same ocean liner the year before. While working as a steward, he'd impressed the captain with a few tricks and was allowed to entertain the passengers in the grand ballroom. His dream had come true. He was a real magician now. But little did he know that there was a bigger dreamer aboard. When Siegfried asked Roy to help him out with his act, he got more than just a new assistant. After the show, Roy dared to challenge Siegfried. If you can make a rabbit disappear, he said, why not a cheetah? The young magician then uttered the fateful words. In magic, anything is possible. Siegfried, however, was unaware of exactly what Roy had up his sleeve. The partnership was born. Success was immediate. Immediately bumpy, that is. Chico, enjoying the applause, decided to stretch his legs. The captain, responsible for the safety of the passengers, was not amused. Siegfried and Roy were fired.
And hired the same day.
Thomas Nagel, the American president of the shipping line,
Much impressed,
hired us for his Caribbean cruises.
Destiny card had been played. Siegfried and Roy were on their way.
our journeys converging sparked a collaboration that has always challenged me.
Our creative energy came from a unity of opposites. Siegfried has always been the magician.
And Roy has always been the magic.
The early years are a story in perseverance. Traveling like gypsies in a beat-up car through Europe, Chico in the back seat dining on rare sirloin, while Siegfried and Roy could afford nothing but burnt potatoes. Helped along by loving mother and aunt, perfecting their magic in small cabarets,
Siegfried! Roy!
dreaming of ways to fill to bursting the mere 15 minutes most magicians were given to perform, knowing in their hearts that magic had so much more to offer, and knowing themselves to be the ones to offer it.
We began getting more prestigious engagements.
A representative of the world-renowned Folies Bergère and the Lido de Paris made us an unusual offer.
The offer was not to go to France.
It was to go to America.
And not just America, but Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is the home of illusions and dreams. In a series of successful engagements at the most glamorous hotels, Siegfried and Roy went steadily about expanding their repertoire of the impossible, until for the first time in the history of magic, magic was the entire show. Now Siegfried and Roy, after thousands upon thousands of sellout performances, have reached the pinnacle of their dreams. What sustains them? What is the secret of their magic?
For many years, I had a dream. I dreamt that my golden tiger was white. It was a dream born of a need to protect this very rare breed of tiger.
Siegfried and Roy's conservation program has brought the white tiger back from the brink of extinction. Their world, in many ways, has become a sanctuary.
As a young boy, my animals took care of me. Now today, I take care of them. The stewardship of these animals has become our lives.
And each night, they reward our love with majestic performances. They bring the true difference to our magic. What many don't realize is that the danger is never far away.
The true beauty of these animals is that they are wild. It is they who choose to live in harmony with us. Rarer still than the white tiger is the white lion of Timbavati. Our hope is to also rescue this noble breed.
The freedom Roy and I dreamt of as children is here.
The white lion symbolizes for Siegfried and myself a millennium that must bring us to a new enlightened respect for nature. The real magic of this planet. One day we hope to be back in Africa with these white lions when they are restored to their native world.
Our past is, perhaps, never really that. It seeks to live in a place where magic is, and where magic is, we all become the child who dreams.
Time for all of us to treasure the magic that is the beauty of this planet.
The future belongs to all who honor creation.
The dream is in everyone.
Let it enlighten your heart.
Siegfried and Roy. Magic in a lifetime, and a lifetime of magic.